Bobby, did you bring your homegirl named Tina? Thank you. Natalie, a lot of the girls have questioned the length of your chin. Do you care to measure?
Yeah.
You are the class.
I know. You don't have to remind me.
Next question.
Oh, Natalie, it looks as if Lemmy has dropped something on his way in. What you mean I gotta go? Man, this some What is going on, entertainers? So time coming to y'all with another video, and we doing a Zeus Town Hall, you guys. Make sure you guys please check out my previous video that I just dropped out with Miss Pretty Young Thing, my baby. Okay, make sure y'all go over there, subscribe. The link is in the comments below pin. Okay, so if y'all didn't get the notification, I did do an interview with an audience member and a friend of mine who was at the recent Baddies USA Atlanta booking. And she gave her point of view as to what everything went down. Okay. Now, first I wanted to get into, y'all, speaking of that, is my thoughts on the whole May situation. Here's the thing. Gretch is not my favorite. I don't like her. I know I do the big Gretch situation. I'd be making that joke about it. But I just feel like, Suki, for you to have to do that for somebody as small as her, you don't really get cool points. I'm sorry. Like, that's Gretch. Like, what damage is Gretch going to do? But then again, she bites. So, yeah. But I don't think she was going to bite you on stage now. I'm just saying. Mind you, she's on her own. Apparently, according to my friend, Sapphire was down for the count and down for the ride when it comes to getting big Gretch. So I do feel like the Mace thing was a little bit weak. Now, it's not 100% confirmed who did it, her or Suki's security guard, just from the way it looked and just from what my friend Pretty Young Thing said. But I still do feel like y'all are going a little bit too far. When y'all bring in weapons and y'all bite, spit, pee, that's when it's like y'all doing too much. Like, it's never that serious, because what y'all actually be arguing about don't even be that serious, if we're really gonna be honest. Okay, they done cleared the whole club out, had my friend ready, had Xavier a ball because of it. Like, it's a little much. Okay, it's a little much, and people done pay good money. Well, not good money, but $40 $40 to be able to withstand and see some of you baddies. So I'm just saying, like, y'all might at least behave, right? Now, next I wanted to get into, you guys, is Blueface. So Blueface, you guys, is being critiqued by GANG member because he feels as if Blueface was dissing the red side of things with him being the blue side of things, and feels as if it's a little hypocritical because apparently when he was behind bars, he was, a little PC'd up.
The Crips that I did run into that know you, yeah, they say someone say you straight. They like, man, I thought he had some cripping in him. Man, he TD, dead homies. I'm like, never. Like, man, he TD. I'm like, damn, like, it is what it is. Thought about it, I said, once I found out for sure you was on the 50-50 yard, dead homies for sure, I'm saying, you was on the 50-50 yard. I don't care about no skits. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not you. I'm a fact. Now that you out, dead homies, you have to do that. You was on the 50-50 yard for a factor. Then you get on, you go over there on GM. The black running to you, my boy over here. That's why he gotta get on live on Bloods here. Crip. He gotta say what happened. I'm gonna do his interview. What happened when he beat you? Like how he felt. He said, man, on the hood, I didn't respect his cripping. Jesus Christ. And this one acted that I know he like, man, I ain't respect that nigga cripping. First thing he asked me is some other stuff instead of some politics. I'm like, what would he ask me? Like, man, he asked me some, you know what I'm saying, some other shit. So I'm like, smoker shit. I'm like, damn. I'm like, on Blade, like, when I don't respect his cripping. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Tapping on the hoods when you tap in, don't tapping on nothing else. Dead homies, you gotta come on here and say who you got in with. Bloods, how you do it? You was in high power when you came, they PC'd you up. Dead homies. When you first came, they PC'd you up. Bop. Go to the pen, pop, you go 50-50 yard. PC, Tianino, You cat out, you do whatever you do, bop, 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 or else you go to another prison, they hire you up, bam.
So I'm gonna stop it there, y'all. That is not. I'm gonna stop it there, y'all. That is not my ministry. I do not endorse that behavior, and I do not want to partake in that behavior. I am a pedestrian, no shade. I think all sides are good sides, and that's all I have to say on that. No shade. Now, okay, let's talk about Blueface. So Blueface, you guys, also is he's back outside. I'm back outside. Okay. He back outside with the girls and the boys. Well, the girls. I don't know. Let me not say the boys, but he outside with the girls. And he was seen in bed, which he posted and said, I'm a ugly, but I look better than you. Now, this girl, he's been kind of messing around with for a little bit. The girls that know that follow Blueface closely, like I do, she's posted about him before, free him, this and that, Daddy Blue. And of course, we all see Blueface has a type, light, curly hair, Hispanic, a light skin.
I'm an ugly nigga, but I look better with you.
And then also, he also dropped a video with Miss Hazel E. Okay, Miss Hazel E, y'all, is draining all of the clout that she could get from this, you guys. With the song titled "Baby Girl, Baby, Wanna See You Twirl," but it don't go like that though.
Like a mukbang. Baby girl just wanna be my baby girl for one day.
All right, we're gonna stop it right here. Okay. And in the video, Miss Hazel E is seen all throughout the video, busting her Big Debbie cakes down. You feel me? As he's chasing her all around the house, saying that, he looking for a Rottweiler and all that. So, typical Blueface. This wasn't my favorite song of his, by the way. I don't like this song at all. Blueface has some hits. No shade. Like, he has some hits, but this song was not it. I really hope you didn't lose your taste in music when you got up in that clinker, because that would be tragic. Because Blueface could make a hit. I don't care what nobody say. He really can. All right. Now, off to Blueface and on to Chrisean. Chrisean, you guys, looks like she is going to be collabing with Mr. Tim Bowman Jr., which is Tim Bowman's son. And y'all know Tim Bowman, he did that. If y'all look him up, he did like it was like a live, it wasn't a concert, but it was like a live church session, basic service, where he sung and then he held that note in the like that long ass note. The girls that follow gospel like I do, y'all know what I'm talking about. So to see him with Chrisean, I was kind of gagged. This is his son, by the way, but to see him with Chrisean, it still gagged the hell out of me.
Yeah,
Chrisean, can you just say hi?
Hi. So Tim is excited because he has a new business and we better city business.
We got Queen Vic. Vic, say hi to my Instagram. Hey, what's up? We're all sitting around after service, getting fireside chat.
Get the we can really say.
About to go. Oh my God. My say something to my Instagram.
Hi, Instagram. And she ain't pop a balloon. So
but he killed
Chrisean so damn loud, she gonna turn the man to monarch.
It this morning, so we just sitting around getting the afterglow. What's it? The Sermon on the Mount.
Right. It's a holy moment.
It's a holy moment.
Holy, holy, holy Lord God Almighty.
All right, y'all. We're after serving.
I ain't supposed to song ever since after. Yeah,
Chrisean, can you just say hi?
Hi.
I think this is a good move for Chrisean. Like I said, I've been talking about her as of a lot lately. Some of you guys think I just hate this girl. I want to see Chrisean win, but to me, Chrisean herself, low-key doesn't want to see herself wins, because she low-key does dumb stuff to me that it irritates the hell out of me. But I have said this in previous videos. I feel like if Chrisean wants to completely reroute her image, she would have to go like full gospel. The Yahweh, she would have to stick to that. Don't be going back to baddies. Don't be doing Zeus. No, you'd have to go down that route. Rebrand completely. Get rid of all those tattoos, including your neck. Get rid of all those slave chains that y'all call chains on your neck. Rebrand completely as a gospel artist. She, to me, will be extremely successful. But that's all dependent on her behavior and attached to that. Because one thing people don't play about is God and religion. So if they're not seen walking the walk, that will not turn over correctly to the believers out there and will not turn over well for your career. So to me, this is the route Chrisean is going down, but she would have to stay the course or else it's not going to work. Okay. Now let's talk Winter. Winter recently did her podcast and she did a commentary about Huda. Y'all know I talked about the Huda situation and my thoughts on it, which I'll give y'all a refresher after we hear Miss Winter's opinion.
And here, like, y'all not gonna like this because y'all like to tie me to colorism and racism and whatever, which, mind you, I am neither of the two. But realistically, when shit like that happens, mind you, it's a child on the phone. Mm-hmm. It's a child on the phone. Anybody's going to do exactly that. Mm-hmm. Like, like what? Like, you're shocked. You're like, oh my God, this is crazy. Whatever. That doesn't automatically make you racist or make you anything. Honestly, the cancel culture shit is like, so fucking tired. Mm-hmm. It's like, y'all know the girl is not fucking racist. Y'all know these things. Come on now. Clearly she laughed at the clip. She's shocked at it. It's a child cussing in the phone. Yeah. It's not that she really feels that way about Alandria. Like, it's just, I'm sorry, the cancel culture shit is so fucking tired. We all have like laughed when we're shocked in one of those type of situations. Doesn't mean we agree with it. Doesn't mean we think it's right. It's just like a big shocking, like, oh my God, was that just a freaking kid saying no? Okay. And here, like, y'all not gonna like this because y'all like to tie me to colorism and racism and whatever, which, mind you, I am neither of the two. But realistically, when shit like...
Here's how I feel. Winter, you do not know the entirety of the situation. It's one thing to quote unquote nervous laugh, which, okay, you can maybe, which I still don't think is a valid argument, use that as an excuse. But what Miss Huda did, idiotically, she went onto Instagram and posted that she wasn't laughing at the fact that she heard Alandria's name being mentioned. She said, I laughed directly because of the N-word. So you posting that, it wasn't smart. So Winter's argument to me is invalid because she literally went on social media and didn't say, hey, I didn't laugh awkwardly because of the moment. I laughed because I heard him say the N-word, which is like, you shouldn't have mentioned that. And to me, Huda does not have the type of characteristic where she accepts accountability. I just feel as if, because I've been seeing some people commentate on this. If you did not watch the full season of Love Island, please shut up. I'm not talking about Winter because I know she watched the full season, but I'm talking about these other people. If you have not watched the full season of Love Island, shut up, because you don't know Huda. And even if we did, the people that did watch the full season, like I did, we still do not know her entirety. But from what we've seen of her on this season 7 of Love Island, this girl does not take accountability, like at all. She will literally trip you on purpose and be like, "What? I didn't even mean to do that. My foot, it caught something. Oh my God." So that is why people reacted the way that they did when it came to Huda. It's because of her lack of accountability. Okay? I'm just saying. Now, Huda put on her Instagram, this is what she posted after, because I do have receipts. She said, also, laughter was because it was awkward. Like, who the heck says something offensive like that on a call in his live? And as you could hear me say, what did they say? They said a bad word, because that's all I heard was the bad word. Why would you go on Instagram and say that? So you laughed at the N-word with the hard ER? That's why people were offended. I do think the world is very sensitive. But in her case, I take it case by case basis. Huda's case, she's a different type of breed. Because the same person that they called the N-word, Alandria, she asked you, hey, can you tell your fans, like your fans be tripping out on me. They be saying a bunch of racist stuff to me. Can you tell them to chill out? You stood there with a stuck face. So that told me you didn't give a fuck. So what would make me think you care about this? You don't. The only reason why you care is because you were going to lose money. Let's keep it a buck. You didn't want to lose your money. Hello? You didn't want to lose your money. That's the real tea. Okay? So that's just how I feel about that. All right? And Winter, am I surprised at her opinion? No. Well, once again, I think Winter is funny. I think she's a very funny person. She, to me, is a very interesting television character, but some of her opinions I hardly disagree with. Okay. But we're human and we're allowed to do that. Right. Right. Anyways, y'all, there's been a leak clip, y'all, of Chrisean and Jaden going back and forth from Mrs. Carlissa's subscription over there, Sit Talks. Okay.
But your baby gonna do a job. All that shit you talking about. Okay. Real shit. Okay. Go crazy. Okay. John, get your trash.
Yes, he is. He's very beautiful. He's very beautiful. She's amazing.
He ain't retarded.
Who said he was retarded? You the one call your own son.
Nigga, shut up. Y'all keep, bro. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. You hide behind that guy. You know why? You know why?
You know why? Oh, shut up. Play date over.
To do this all around the kids is so inappropriate, by the way. I mean, just when I thought, you know how the plumbers lost their mind? The Salfords have lost their mind. Okay? The faces have lost their mind. We're gonna call them the faces, okay? That is insane. The Porters have lost their mind.
Hey, Chrisean, chill out, Chrisean. Chill out. Hey, Chrisean, chill out, Chrisean. Chill out.
No.
They pressed the charges. You want to jail today, bitch. They pressed the charges. The security pressing charges. You going to jail.
Chill out.
That Carlissa is popping it. Now I will say, JAIDYN, you ate with that. No shade. Playdate is over because I said so. I'm gonna give you 2 taps for that. You got that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Assault on a federal officer, bitch. You going to jail. Again. That was assault on a federal officer. Go in your bag right now, ho.
Jonathan's dad just be along for the ride. Blueface's dad just be around, girl.
I said so. I said so.
Okay, so how I feel about this whole situation? Okay, all are to blame in my opinion. I think Chrisean, you being frustrated and letting them antagonizing you, knowing that there's kids around, shows me that you're not ready to be a fit parent, because you should know to kind of keep ish, to a limit. And literally, what are you going to fight her with her daughter in her hand? I get you mad and she popping it, but it's like, if you were like, to me, a stable mom, you would know not to even try to do something like that because she got her daughter in her hand. JAIDYN and Carlissa, you guys know this girl's temper, and y'all trying to talk crap as she's walking away shows us that y'all do not want to make things truly right 100%, because you never want to argue with a fool, because an outsider not gonna know who the fool is. So you trying to argue with her and going back and forth ain't gonna really do much, because more issues. Because you saying, Carlissa, John, take out your trash. That's unnecessary. You didn't have to do all that. You see what I'm saying? You had to do all that. So that further shows us that, like, you don't really care. You know what I'm saying? You don't really care. Okay? All of this could have easily been prevented through communication, because Blueface, for some reason, since he's gotten out of jail, I feel like he's blind to a lot of things that have happened, and nobody has really put him on game and everything that has happened when he's been behind bars. You should have communicated to JAIDYN that Chrisean is going to be around your kids, because at the end of the day, she is the mother. She has the right to determine who is and is not around her child. That came out of her vagina. Hello, sorry. So she does not want her around her kids. She has the right to want that. Of course, if Junior is her child, Chrisean's child is Blueface's child, then that's another conversation that they need to have. But until all of that is confirmed, if she does not want her around her child, she has the right to do that. Because I can guarantee you, Chrisean makes sure, and she made sure, that Carlissa was not around her child. Just how Chrisean has that right to make sure Carlissa's not around her child. They have the right to do that. That's how I feel about it. Okay. Now, one last thing I wanted to get into, you guys. It looks as if Sheila and Ray J had a little spat online. And Sheila, it looks like it's time for you to exit stage left.
The chat will never let me down. So if you thought this was our chat and they were gonna just be OW Sheila for life, it don't work like that. This is my chat. You can cry all you want, but crying is cool because you start to realize that it's not always about you. You get what I'm saying? It's not about me. It's about the chat. W's to the chat. And that's how it goes. Press anybody where you're trying to tell somebody what they got to do or what they're going to do or what they have to do, not just loving what we all could do and should do together. That's the only way it works when you're dealing with savages like us. We smell the press. So when people are trying to press us, we love it because we completely press the situation out. We love it. We're like irons. We smell the press that's trying to press us. It could be like the biggest nigga in the world. Oh, you pressing me? Got it. I'll iron you the fuck out. If not now, later. I love you. You want to cry? You've been crying all night, and I love you, and I don't want you to cry. And I'm so sorry. In the chat, sorry. W to Sheila.
They were just asking.
Girl.
Why are you being so mean to me?
I'll tell my chat tomorrow.
Child, this gotta be a skit. Because Sheila, stand up. Like, what are you doing? Like, Sheila, we all know what your intentions are. And it starts with a B and it ends with a G. And fill in the middle with an A. Like, come on now. So I don't even feel bad for you. We all know Ray J is a little bit off his rocker. So to deal with him without getting the B and the AG out of it, you ain't getting much else out of it, to be honest. So there is that. The thing is, as time goes on, I could kind of see why Princess would act the way that she did. I remember I used to be like, Princess is a little crazy herself. That's why. Nah, it's Ray J. It's Ray J. Anyways, y'all, let me know what y'all think down below. Stay tuned for the after show, you guys. We will be having after show still tonight. No, there's no baddies episode, but we're talking all things now. That's TV shows. Dollhouse trailer just dropped, and then also Love Cabin and The Cabaret. Let me know what y'all think, and we out, y'all.